Thanks to resub EA. Yeah, you know what? We can watch the new tub tonight, actually. I was gonna wait a little bit, but I do want to watch it tonight.
Many disturbing things have been caught on security camera footage, from break-ins to disappearances to even ghosts and supposed alien abductions.
Jesus Christ,
it's no doubt
Bobby.
these cameras capture some interesting and dark pieces of footage. In today's video,
God damn,
I wanted
thank
to
you,
focus
Bobby.
on the horrors that have been caught on film and discuss the context within each video.
Super sweet
so
tonight,
please,
man. Thank you.
Join me as we take a look into disturbing things caught on security cameras.
Reese's Pieces. Hey everyone, it's spooky season, and that means Tov is going to be wearing a costume for every video uploaded in October. Lots of love.
Nice.
Tov.
Hey guys, welcome back to another video. Today we are Minion because
Wow.
it is October, which means I'm going to be wearing a costume every single video in October, just like last year. Gonna take these off though because they are
Jesus,
uncomfortable.
those
You guys
glasses
were
are
like, "Toph,
fucking
you didn't
hard."
upload last week. I did. It was Overdose, my best song so far. So if you want to go hear my amazing vocal cords, go check out Overdose after this video.
Yeah, about to brown my pants again. Some disturbing
Please
stuff.
go stream it on Spotify, SoundCloud, Apple Music, all that. Also, sadly, my last Morbid video got demonetized. The one about YouTubers, which is so annoying. Like, bruh, like this is my livelihood. So if I still haven't solved that, because I'm really trying to like talk to YouTube about that one, because I know I did nothing wrong. It's such a successful video. Such a successful video. It has 1.6 million views as I'm recording this, and if you guys could help me out and just tag YouTube under my
Yeah, there really
most
wasn't
recent
anything
tweet, that would
bad
be
in it.
amazing,
Just
to get their
unlucky.
attention. It sucks that I have to do that. I have to fucking tweet to get, you know, my boss's
Bro got the
attention.
minion
Yeah,
drip.
if you guys can help me out, that would be so awesome. I'll leave a link in the description to my
The
Twitter.
goggles
You don't
look
have to
nice,
if you don't
too.
want to. If you don't care, that's cool. Also, I think I broke a YouTube world record because I've never heard of a case where YouTube puts your video on the trending tab and then demonetizes it. Like, the trending videos are handpicked by employees, so
They
they
just
hype
put it
me
on their
up,
radar to
and then we're
fucking
like, oh, yeah, you're
demonetize
just
it
not
for
gonna
them.
get fucking paid for this video. But also, speaking of like social medias, I'm almost at 100,000 on Instagram, so if you guys could follow me on there, that would be amazing. And I also figured I'd update you guys on the tattoo, the Charlie tattoo that I was planning on getting. I got it like a week after I went to Florida. It's right here. I'll put it in.
Yes, sir.
Got a little penguin on the iceberg, tip of the iceberg.
I didn't draw that, by the way.
Charlie. But yeah, in October, I want
I can't
to
draw that
make
well.
more scary videos, I guess. More scary. I guess all my content is morbid, but I want to focus a little bit just on scary stuff. So let me try something. I'm gonna try something different. Can you guys just watch the video all the way through? Like, give me that watch time. Like, we'll destroy the algorithm.
Thanks
if
to
you
the
guys
bits,
just give me watch
Rose,
time.
or
That's how it works.
resub
You guys
Rosa.
watch it all the way through. Just do it. Just do it. Just like, what if I just tell you guys to watch the video all the way through? But yeah, like I said in the intro, today we're gonna be talking about disturbing security camera footage. And if you guys don't already, make sure to get yourself some candy corn. Woohoo, candy corn. Let's get started.
The worst
with the video.
candy.
Disappearance of Lars Mitek.
Legitimately one of the
On the 8th
worst.
of July 2014 at Varna Airport in Bulgaria, German man Lars Mitek was on vacation with 4 friends at a resort called Golden Sands. This resort was popular among visitors
Nah,
as it
candy corn
resided by
sucks.
the coast of the Black Sea, and it was a fairly cheap stay. Specifically, Lars and his friends were staying at Hotel Viva Club within the resort. Everything was
recent
going
Mothman.
great, and they spent their time hanging out on the beach, drinking, and other things of that nature. Though things took a turn about a week later when Lars got into a fight at a 24-hour McDonald's. Lars, a fan of the football club Werder Bremen, had differences with fans of Bayern Munich. He then parted from his
God,
friends
that's the
outside a
lamest
restaurant
shit.
after leaving the bar, and just
There is no, I still think it is extraordinarily lame to get in fights for the sake of a team you like in a sport. People like to pretend that, you know, liking sports isn't nerdy, but you do exactly what people on Twitter do, but to the next level. Like for anime, you do it for sports, but like an actual fist fight and ruin your life over it. I think that's just as nerdy, if not more nerdy.
disappeared for the rest of the night. Lars turned up at the resort the following morning and told his friends he was beaten by 4 men hired by the group in the bar who he had a disagreement with the night before. The fight resulted in Lars having an injured jaw and ruptured eardrum. He went and saw a doctor who advised him to not fly due to his injury because the high altitude pressure could make things worse. So he prescribed the antibiotic cefprozil. Lars's friends wanted to stay with him, but he insisted he was fine on his own. And he told them they could go back home without him. He'll just stay to recover. So they did. They left without him. Lars checked out of the resort the same time as his friends and checked into the hotel Color Varna for one night. The hotel was cheap and close to the airport. However, a day after his friends left, he began to act paranoid. While at the hotel, Lars called his mother, and in a whisper, he told her that people were trying to kill him or rob him, and that she should cancel his credit cards. The security cameras in the hotel recorded him pacing up and down the halls, looking out windows, and hiding in an elevator.
This is sad.
At 1 in the morning, he left the hotel before returning about an hour later. It's not known what he did in this period of time. In the morning, he once again called his mother, telling her that the people pursuing him were getting closer. Lars was last seen at Varna Airport on July 8th, 2014, the day he was planning on going back to Germany. He texted his mother that he had arrived at the airport. He went to consult with the airport doctor, Dr. Kosta Kostov, and Kostov would later describe his behavior as nervous and erratic. According to Kostov, he told Lars that he was fine and he could return home. However, Lars didn't leave his office, expressing doubt about the medication that he was taking. At that time, a construction worker entered the office. The airport was undergoing renovation at the time, so it was pretty normal for a construction worker to come into an office and ask, hey, what else do you need me to do? You know, stuff like that. Kostov said that Lars then began to tremble. He yelled, I don't want to die here. I have to get out of here. He then got up and fled the office. He left all of his luggage, which included his wallet, cell phone, and passport. He was captured by airport security cameras fleeing the terminal. Once outside, he can be seen on the footage jogging away from the airport, climbing a fence, running into a meadow, and sprinting off camera. This was the last time Lars Matank was ever seen.
I vaguely remember this. The leading theory is that he somehow like fell into the construction site and died and got buried in there, isn't it? This is him, isn't it? I actually remember this now vaguely. Or am I thinking of someone else? Oh, that's the wrong guy? Oh, different guy. Oh, never mind then. Maybe I don't know anything about this. The construction really checked out, though. Do you guys know who I'm talking about, though? I don't remember the exact case, but there was a guy captured on security footage, like, acting really erratic, eventually disappears, they can't find him, but the leading theory was he, like, fell into, like, I guess it'd be, like, wet cement or something, and died there, and no one ever knew. Oh, that was at the bar. Oh, that's right, it was the bar guy. Yep. That's what it was. At the mall. The mall bar thing. That was his name? Brian Schaefer? Fucking terrifying story. Thanks, resub Drew. In the prime. Goralpsby. Well, that was super wholesome, Drew.
A lot of people think that he just got brain damage from the fight and that he just went insane after that. The running into nothingness, it's so scary. And then never being seen again, bro. Truly horrifying. Imagine the last place you're seen is through a 180p security camera. Jesus. Like, that sucks. That sucks so much. Wow.
It does suck.
Move on to the next one.
Oh, wait, there's not even like a theory around what happened to him? That's it? Man just straight vanished? No theories at all. Oh, right, I need to move this back. I just noticed. Sorry. This was for Rocket League and I forgot to move it back.
Talking about, like, disturbing security camera footage really makes me, it makes me want to write. But thankfully... Jesus Christ, this is such a bad fucking ad. You guys gonna...
Thanks to 5 gift subs, Isaac.
But thankfully,
resub Froggy.
we have the Earl notebook. We sell notebooks at earldoesn'texist.com. This is not our specialty. This is like a thing for the fall drop. This is never going to be sold again. It's not our main thing. I just needed a segue to...
What a weird segue after the disappearance of a guy.
Make you want to write. We have zip-up hoodies. Yeah, look at that. A zip-up hoodie. Maybe y'all don't like pullover hoodies. That's okay. We got zip-ups. We have so many things at the store. Please make sure to visit earldoesn'texist.com because sometimes YouTube, my boss, gives me limited ads.
Slap my popcorn.
Demonetization. You guys buying from Earl helps me a ton. It helps. It's genuinely like the #1 way to support me. Thank you guys for buying at Earl. We have that goal of being a mainstream brand one day. Make sure to go shop at earldoesn'texist.com and get yourself something nice for fall. But
the guy vanished because he didn't buy my merch.
Jameson family disappearance. On October 8th, 2009, in Eufaula,
that's the leading
Oklahoma,
theory.
A family of 3 went missing, and till this day, no one knows what led up to their mysterious deaths. Bobby Dale Jameson, his wife Sherilyn, and their 6-year-old daughter Madison seemed to live pretty normal lives until family members noticed they were gone. A police search began and their truck was found in Latimer County, which is an hour away from their home. In the past few months, the family had been looking for 40 acres of land to buy, where they planned to live in their storage shed. But the items found in their truck indicate that they weren't planning on disappearing forever. Inside, investigators found their IDs, wallets, phones, Sherilyn's purse, and even the family dog. which was alive but extremely malnourished. Dude, this thing is choking me. Y'all, leave a like, because I'm getting choked, bro. Leave a like, subscribe, viral. Y'all know what to do. They also found $32,000 in cash, and police still don't know where they got that money from. Some investigators suspect that
they probably just took it out
to selling or buying drugs, but also, why would you take your
daughter
to a drug deal? Doesn't really make that much sense. Not only that, but in a cell phone in the car, they found this creepy photo of the daughter in the woods the day the family disappeared. It was impossible to tell from the condition of the truck if they had left voluntarily or had been forced out of the car by someone else. A search party was formed, and investigators combed through miles of woods and surrounding area looking for any trace of the Jameson family, but nothing was found. On November 16th, 2013, 4 years later, just 3 miles away from where the truck was parked, hunters stumbled upon the partial remains of 2 adult skeletons and 1 child skeleton. Forensic testing proved that it was the Jameson family, but due to how decomposed the bodies were, they couldn't find a cause of death. So the police decided to open the case back up again and check through the family security footage. What they found was extremely odd. In the video, the couple is seen going back and forth between the house and the truck, packing up their things, and in the video they didn't interact once, and they seem to be bringing and taking the same stuff from the house. Prior to their disappearance, Bobby Dale had gone to his pastor and claimed that his home was haunted, saying that he had 2 to 4 ghosts.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
had also purchased a satanic Bible, allegedly as a joke. However, Bobby Dale confessed to his pastor
that's definitely a murder-suicide.
That witchcraft may have been a factor in their deaths. Sherilyn's mother believed that the Jamesons had somehow gotten involved with a cult and were murdered by violent members, but she never named the cult, and there's no evidence supporting that theory.
Nah, I think that's definitely like a murder-suicide.
On
That's
January 10th,
fucking
2019,
awful.
in Birmingham, which is in the United Kingdom, a thief was caught on an inner home security camera. First, he triggers the patio light, which he doesn't care about, and then shines his flashlight inside the home to see what he can take. He then proceeds to pick the lock on the sliding glass door and eventually is successful. He slides the door and listens in for a while before leaving the scene in a hurry. But seconds later, he returns, and this time he actually enters the home and begins getting a better look at the place. Then the house alarm goes off and he makes a run for it, for good this time. Keep in mind, the homeowners were in the house the whole time. They were upstairs and they were fucking horrified seeing how deep someone got into their house. One of the homeowners explained on Facebook, "So last night at around 12:30 a.m. we got broken into by this scumbag. Luckily he fled by our house alarm, but still managed to break our patio lock completely and get into the living room. Absolutely mind-boggled that someone was in my house while I was asleep. We noticed a car come down the road and pass our house twice just a few minutes before this man ran up our drive. The car looks like a black BMW 1 Series. CCTV also shows he has a funny limp with his walk. Someone must recognize this. Honestly gutted. Hopefully this.
Does he have a limp? It didn't look like it. It looked like he was sneaking like a cartoon character.
How quiet the thief was and how deep he got into the house. And luckily for them, they had a camera inside the home, which I don't really see most homes do. It's usually businesses that have inner security cameras. The person was never caught, in case you're wondering. I mean, they're wearing a mask. You can't really do anything about that one. But yeah, I thought this was a scary one to add to the list. Let's continue. Ghosts.
That one's like something out of Mr.
So
Nightmare, like the actual footage
that are
stuff.
Caught on security camera footage. A lot of people think these are ghosts or souls, and this is how they appear in the video. Just bright balls of light that the human eye can't see. Some people like to see it as their loved ones visiting them, but we'll never really know. Though it is interesting how many orbs are caught on camera. Moving on to more creepy stuff are actual like ghosts caught on film. Now there are many of these cases. I think most of them are fake. I'm not gonna lie, but I'll show you some that I think could be real.
I want to be convinced. I've been wanting real evidence.
Most people just try to fake it to get clout, you know. So I got some genuine ones for you guys. Here we have a video taken by a mother of a little boy on his bicycle, and if you look closely at the balcony, you can see the shape of a little child. This took place in England, and
a little child. I thought this was like the ghost of like Charles III or something up there. That's a kid. What's he wearing? A suit with like a flower in his pocket? That's not a kid. That's an old monarch.
In England, and the property dates back to the 19th century.
A Jedi.
The mother asked officials about the figure, and they said only security was in the building at the time. And I don't think they have 4'9" securities guarding the place. The next clip is from 2019, and I'll just read how the video starts off. The following clip was filmed while my mom and I were on vacation. We decided to leave our cats home alone for the few nights we would be gone. We scheduled a house sitter to come by and check up on them every other morning. When we arrived back home, we noticed a strange change in their behavior, so we decided to review the footage.
Now
This
they're
is what we
bipedal.
found. One of the cats already seems startled
And
by
they
the time
bench
the video
press.
starts, and if you look at the right side of the video, we can see a shadow walk past the hallway.
Oh shit.
Then we see this table shake and the door open. The video ends with this title card. This happened December 18th, 2019. We decided to wait before releasing the footage publicly. Please share this video. We are still looking for answers. Okay, while I was writing the script down, I realized this one kinda seems fake too. Sorry for saying these could be real. But I mean, why beg people to fucking share the video? The fuck are they gonna do? Get Bill Nye the Science Guy to fucking, oh, it's scientifically proven. Like, no. Like, you have ghosts in your house. You don't need this to get...
You don't understand.
That's how I think
There's
about it.
experts
Let me know
out
what you think
there.
about it.
There's always the TikTok, or witch talk, excuse me, that can explain away anything. I still remember the time I accidentally played a prank on them with the haunted egg video. That was unlucky. They were not happy about that. But god damn it, reading those or watching those responses about like, finally it's confirmed, was pretty joyous. If anyone remembers that. That wasn't even on purpose. You mean yeah, Matt put the prank on me, which ended up pranking them. Because I genuinely didn't know. God, that's still so embarrassing. Banger, though. Banger, though.
Okay, but this next one I think was 100% real. Like, actually 100% real. This footage literally gives me chills. Apparently, this family in 2019 thought their house was haunted, and they had been experiencing paranormal things. Like, for example, the mother said she felt someone's hands on her neck while sleeping. The footage shows a figure walking by the baby's crib, and the baby ended up with a scratch on her face the morning after.
Thanks, resub frogs.
Also, the baby's grandpa explained that he had heard a story about the previous homeowner committing by jumping out the window.
The story that I was told was the gentleman that lived here originally committed, apparently, by jumping out this window.
But then they showed the house, and I think you could break your bones, but not die from this. Also, fucking scary place to own a house? Literally in the middle of the fucking woods.
That is a fair comparison.
The house from Courage the Cowardly Dog seems safer than this. Fucking
I
wood.
will agree, this is a fucking weird house. Where do you even find a listing for this? This looks like a shed that someone just stumbled upon. They're like, yeah, I can sell this. What an interesting abode.
The house from Courage the Cowardly Dog seems safer than this. Woman in handcuffs. On August 24th, 2018 in Montgomery, Texas, security camera footage caught a woman in handcuffs.
Oh, I
ringing
actually
the
remember
home's
this one. This
doorbell
one's
and
just
then walking
legitimately
away. It was
sad.
about 3:20 a.m. and the frightened home resident called police, saying that there was a woman wearing what looked like restraints with no shoes and that she was ringing their doorbell late in the evening. The footage went viral, making national news. At first, no one was able to identify the woman as police searches intensified. Local officials were worried that something may have happened to the woman as she appeared to be in distress in the footage. 5 days later, on August 29th, the woman was identified as 32-year-old local resident whose name was kept private for safety reasons due to suspected domestic violence. She told police she had been sexually and that the broken restraints on her wrists were bondage cuffs.
A lot of details, but I was scared at the time, and that's what caused me to ring the neighbor's doorbell. I believe in my heart that is not who he truly is, so I don't want... It hurts me to see him bashed online.
When she was found, her boyfriend was also found with a self-inflicted gunshot wound to the head. She explained that not only did she try ringing doorbells, but she also tried waving cars down, but
I didn't remember that part.
She wouldn't disclose details about what caused her to flee from the home, but she told local news that she forgives him.
I woke up and he was kneeling on my chest and stuffing some sort of cloth in my mouth and duct taping my entire head. Felt like when that was happening, like
I just remember the ring
I'm
footage thing.
going to die there that night.
Missy Beavers killer. Terry Missy Beavers was born on August
Tier
9,
1 house,
1970 in
Smed.
Graham, Texas.
Tier
Married
1
to
robot.
Brandon Beavers in 1998, Missy was a mother to 3 daughters, and the family resided in Red Oak. Missy Beavers worked as a fitness instructor, holding Camp Gladiator boot camps at Midlothian's Creekside Church of Christ, only 20 minutes away from her residence. On April 18, 2016, the body of Missy Beavers was found at that same church. Beavers' murder garnered a lot of media attention after Midlothian police published surveillance videos from inside the church. Captured around the time period before Beavers' murder, the video shows an unknown person in police tactical gear walking around. They would also break glass and break into doors. Police believe the person in the video is Beavers' murderer.
I don't remember this one. Where can you even get tactical gear like this without being a police officer?
Initial case, but it's not solved yet, and I don't know if it ever will be. Before dawn on April 18, 2016, there was a heavy thunderstorm. The night before her murder,
You can buy that on
informed
Amazon?
students that the fitness class would be held inside, as opposed to the typical site at the parking lot.
That looks
Beavers was last
official
seen on
as fuck.
surveillance tapes arriving at 4:18 in the morning. Shortly after 5 in the morning, a student entered the class, stumbling upon Beavers' body. She was pronounced dead not long after the police arrived, and she was found with several puncture wounds to the head and chest. A police warrant alleged that these wounds were consistent with tools the suspect was carrying throughout the building. Although police did not confirm whether it was a weapon of murder, the hammer was found alongside other tools near her body. At first, the investigators were sure the suspect was a man. However, as time went by, more and more people had begun to suspect that it's actually a woman under that costume. Investigators shared another potential clue. The suspect appeared to be walking slowly, sometimes steadying themselves with the wall and having trouble moving their right foot or leg. In 2021, a forensic podiatrist contested both claims, alleging that the walk was affected by the weight of the gear and the weapons, and there's no relationship between the walk and the gender. Initially, a reward was set at $10,000 before doubling to $20,000 and then rising to $50,000. And ever since 2021, the price stayed at $150,000 simply for information about this person. Wow. Rest in peace.
What the fuck? This doesn't really look like a costume you'd buy on Amazon, though. I mean, granted, I've never tried to buy police tactical gear, but this looks like the whole shebang. Like, that shit looks super official. It's 240p video, what are you on about? Look at the size of this shit! It looks like there's a bulletproof vest under the initial vest. I mean, I guess it could just be shitty quality, but she looks like he or she looks like the Juggernaut from Call of Duty. Usually, like, police outfits that you'd find at Party City and everything look a lot flimsier and shittier than that. True, I guess they could just be rather large. I'm assuming it's all the equipment, but yeah, they could just be a large person, I guess. I suppose. Not that intense. I don't know. I'm pretty impressed by it. It seems like official gear. At least compared to the other shit you ever see from, like, police costumes that you'd find on Amazon and eBay.
$1,000 simply for information about this person. Wow. Rest in peace. Disappearance of Meta Valentine.
Airsoft cosplay.
Meta
True.
Valentine
The
was reported
tactical
missing in
equipment.
2014.
Correct me if I'm wrong, though. I'm not deep into the airsoft community. The people that dress up in the tactical stuff, like the actual tactical stuff, legitimately have connections to the real distributors, right? I remember watching a video about one of them getting into a fight and him talking about his connections to, like, the actual enforcement agencies and the distributors. I don't know if that's something just a normal civilian can buy. Not always. Okay. Maybe it was just that one guy then.
After she failed to show up for Bible study. The last footage of her was this surveillance video taken from outside of her apartments.
Thanks, resub CJ.
The man that chased her down in the video was later identified as Reginald McDowell, her ex-boyfriend. Meta and McDowell first met in high school, but their relationship was extremely complicated. By 1999, Meta ended up dating someone new, a man named Kenneth D. Thompson, and that same year, Meta and Kenneth were reportedly bound, gagged, pistol whipped, and placed into the trunk of a vehicle by the ex, Reginald. He was later charged with 2 counts of first-degree kidnapping and 1 count each of first-degree burglary and shooting into an occupied vehicle. In 2001, Reginald was sentenced to 15 years in prison, but was released in 2011. Once he was free, him and Meta got back together. In 2014, Meta ended up just goddamn. And 11 days after doing so, she went missing. Meta's body was never found, and Reginald was never caught, but he's suspected to be somewhere in New York. Ugh, that's so sad. Imagine the last footage of you is security. Imagine your kids. She was a mom.
God
the last
damn.
thing.
Jesus Christ.
Just like some pixels of her running.
Why though? That's a cycle of abuse, man. It's not uncommon. We were talking about it earlier. I thought it was 5, but I guess the number 7. It usually takes someone 7 attempts to leave an abuser before they finally actually leave an abuser. Everyone likes to make it sound like it's so easy, like, well, just leave. Just get the fuck out. What are you doing? Just leave. It really isn't that simple. It's just not. And it never has been, never will be.
Wait, that's horrible. That's horrible. But yeah, rest in peace, sir. Supposed alien abduction caught on film. In 1996, the TV show Paranormal Borderline had a submission that contained a VHS tape and a letter. The letter told the story of a worker who appeared to have been abducted by aliens. The footage shows 4 angles of different sections of the warehouse. The top right one is the one we'll be focusing on. We see a worker leave the gate at 11 p.m. and then boom, a flash of light knocks all the cameras out and only come back until 1 in the morning. Then we see the man crawl back, vomit, then leave the scene again. Apparently the man quit his job and moved away. Now, I know this one's most likely fake, and it's already extremely corny, but let's hear what a UFO researcher has to say about this same footage.
I work with many people that
a UFO researcher,
suffer from post-traumatic stress disorder. Something happened to them, externally happened to them, that they don't maybe quite remember, but they know they became ill. They know that, you know, they came back and it was 1 o'clock in the morning, and what happened? I just opened the gate and it was 11:15, and then next thing I remember, it's 1 o'clock in the morning and I'm sick to my stomach.
That's it for this video, guys. Thank you so much for watching.
I always love the UFO research community.
If you are new,
some of them,
the channel, I upload a bunch
I think, are
videos.
totally fine, but then some go too hard.
Career. You want to go check that out? No, okay. My
You're so big Ed.
Like, I
C in the prime milk.
Go give it a try.
The
But
5K subs robot.
Earl,
Thank you,
please,
robot.
That's the most direct way of supporting me. I have Patreon too. Shout out all my patrons. Earl's cool.
Maybe sub Siso.
I didn't explain anything. Yeah, more videos in October, more costumes, and follow me on my socials. You guys always keep up with me on there, so that's amazing. I'll see you guys next time I upload.
Thanks for 5K subs, Sonia again. Oh, I always check in on the UFO subreddit. I'm very active on there as like as a watcher. Oh, speaking of watcher, you guys remember that story that I was talking about quite a long time ago, and then researched about the Watcher? You guys know they made a Netflix show off of that? I didn't watch it. Tiana watched it. I caught pieces of it. It seemed good. It sucks. Oh, is it not good? From the little bits and pieces I saw, it looked pretty okay to me. People hated the ending, but you know, yeah, I mean, not much you can do there. Yeah, I never saw a full episode or anything, but from everything I saw from Tiana watching it while I was eating, it seemed okay. They used some of the real letters from the Watcher. I thought that was a nice touch. Yeah, the actual story it's based on, I think, is interesting, though not exciting. The actual story of the Watcher is not super dissimilar from how the show portrays it, at least from what I've seen. Family moves into a house, the family's from New Jersey, and they immediately start getting these really weird letters talking about like watching them, giving a lot of details about the people in the house, then saying shit like, "Oh, the young blood in the basement," and shit like that. But as I recall, at least my theory was that it was not the husband. Well, actually, I won't get into it because it might be spoilers for the show. I haven't actually like watched the show itself. But I thought it was pretty interesting, like the story itself, just not an exciting story in real life. It's old lore though. Yeah, but the show's not like a recreation of it. It just is inspired by it. No, I never really got big into Little Big Planet. Crazy old guy believes you can talk to aliens. Are you talking about the Yael? Oh, this is not the guy that channels the Yael. Oh, but he was in Louis Theroux's video. One of his documentaries. What the fuck is the third video? Demi Lovato has a show where she goes to like haunted locations and sings with spirits. It's pretty fucking sad. Like, I just feel bad. Watch the new Tub video.
Why is this image creepy? I mean, it looks like a human, but it's not.
My man, this does not look like a human at all. This looks like the You're Not Perfect guy from Courage the Cowardly Dog. This shit looks like it's a, like, thumb person. One of Mr. Fluke's Fluglies from Spy Kids. This shit does not look like a human, if you ask me.
It's not. Let's take it a step further. Why is this thing creepy?
I just think it's kind of cool. I take it back.
What exactly makes us feel unsettled when coming face to face with something that is almost human?
That's the I feel fantastic lady.
In today's video, we'll be talking about the uncanny valley, the flashed face distortion effect, and the visual perception theories. Also, thank you to Astragal for suggesting this video topic.
Are you the Tier 1 wizard?
The
in the
Uncanny
Tier 1
Valley.
jail?
So,
the Prime
the
Beer?
Uncanny Valley is a phenomenon introduced by Masahiro Mori in the 1970s. It's used to describe the relationship between a human-like object and the emotional response it evokes in people. The average human has 2 eyes, 2 ears, a nose, a mouth, eyebrows, and hair. But why does this image look normal, and this one just looks like something straight out of your nightmares? That's because what we're looking at is almost human, and our minds can recognize that. If we take a look at this chart here, we see that it's using 2 scales, familiarity and human likeness. We're very familiar with stuffed animals and industrial robots. However, the closer the object meets its humans, the closer they reach the uncanny valley. A state of mind.
Which one was the robot there, am I right?
Because we don't know if what we're
Jimmy
looking
or
at
the
is a threat
girl?
or not. All we know is that they're almost human. Masahiro Mori wrote an essay all about the uncanny valley and goes into detail on what exactly makes us feel uncomfortable. For context, Masahiro was a Japanese roboticist, most known for his research in humans' emotional responses to non-human entities. The essay was written in Japanese but has been translated to English. In the effect of movements section, he states, for example, one robot had 29 pairs of artificial muscles in the face, the same number as a human being.
Are they grieving?
Smile in a human-like fashion. According to the designer, a smile is a dynamic sequence of facial deformations, and the speed of the deformations is crucial. When the speed is cut in half in an attempt to make the robot bring up a smile more slowly.
Hey, real quick, I've said this a million times and I'll say it again. What the fuck is the point in making robots that look like humans? Why? That doesn't do anything to help us. Like, if we want robots to like do chores or something, it could just look like a goddamn drone. It doesn't need to look human-like, right? It makes no fucking sense unless they're sex robots. Outside of fucking it, why even make it look human at all? It could just look like a drone. As long as the job gets done, it doesn't matter if it looks like my grandpa, right? It could just look like a giant hunk of metal doing the task to adequately. The only possible logic I could see with making a robot that looks human is to fuck it. Which I don't think every robot needs to double as a sex bot.
Instead of looking happy, its expression turns creepy. This shows how, because of a variation in movement, something has come to appear very close to
Oh my god,
human,
never mind, I see
like
the
a
purpose
robot,
now.
Puppet, or
Einstein's
a
back,
hand,
baby, let's
can
go.
easily tumble down into the uncanny valley. Movement is a great part of the uncanny valley. It's one thing to see a creepy robot, but if that dude blinks at me, bruh, I'm dipping the fuck out of there. Our minds are set to recognize that movement coming from an object is most likely alive. A caterpillar, a dog, a bird, a fish, your Uncle Jose. But this sensation of eeriness runs through us when we see a human-like robot. Now, why? Why do we feel this way? There's not really a specific answer. This is just a phenomenon that everyone seems to agree on. But many people theorize that the reason us as humans have this sharp emotional ability to recognize other humans is because maybe at one point, recognizing other humans was a living necessity. Again, that's just a theory. No, not a game theory. Or
that is an interesting idea. That's something I think about from time to time. Early human beings had so much shit that they had to learn that today would make no sense to us. There probably was a time when you wouldn't be able to recognize if what you were looking at was a human being or not. I think about that a lot. And also, I remember this from a movie called, I think it's The Man from Earth. There was a time in our history where we would watch someone go to sleep and they never wake up and we just wonder why. The concept of death eluded us. That's just baffling to me, to think about that. You're millions of years beyond that, why worry? Well, it's not worrying, it's just something I think about. I find that interesting. Like starting from the bottom, like just thinking back to that. What's now become just like basic common sense for humans was something that had to be learned over so many years. Just kind of cool to think about, I guess.
I don't know, maybe 2025 there'll be some aliens coming down to Earth that look just like us, but thanks to our uncanny valley senses.
Grug, no wake up.
Like,
yeah, exactly.
Alien, arrest him. I don't know what we would do. So, how does a roboticist or an artist avoid the uncanny valley? Well, Masahiro Mori explains that this can be greatly avoided by not combining robots and humans. Many problems will be faced, including that of false smiles. When robots seem disingenuous smiling simply because they don't have all the muscles our face does, and their movements are far more coordinated than ours. We've talked enough about the uncanny valley. Now let me give you some specific examples. Tara the android. If you have watched previous videos on my channel, then you might remember
Do we know
us talking
Tara?
about a video called I Feel Fantastic.
Oh, it's her. Yeah, this one's OG YouTube shit.
The video began gaining popularity in the 2010s due to being extremely creepy. The video depicts a female robot singing with a text-to-speech voice. Since this is the internet, rumors started spreading that the creator of the video was a murderer and other weird stuff, but no, just another classic internet rumor. The bot was created by John Bergeron in 2003, and multiple music videos were made. It just so happens that I Feel Fantastic was re-uploaded onto YouTube either by him or another person, and it went viral. It's obvious the creator was going for an unsettling vibe with the use of the robot, dark synths, odd voice, and overall disturbing atmosphere. Visiting androidworld.com/prod68.htm will lead you to a buying page, where apparently you can buy a DVD with 5 3-minute songs by Tara. I mean, they have a working PayPal link, but in all honesty, you're probably not going to get what you ordered considering the website was created in 2004.
No, he's still
Medal
probably
of
active.
Honor Warfighter. Medal of Honor Warfighter
What?
is a video game developed by Danger Close Games, released in 2012.
Man, rest in
for the
peace,
360,
Medal of Honor.
PS3, and PC. Though these aren't physical robots, they do create very unsettling avatars, resulting in the uncanny valley. Let's take a look at this cutscene.
So you picked a name.
Oh, wow. I don't remember this.
Girl, that didn't work.
Well, keep Michael in your hip pocket. That way when...
Isabella.
Oh, beautiful. When Isabella shows up...
Holy shit, yeah, this is weird.
Honey.
What? That's how I met you. God bless older sisters.
I want to play it. This shit's like a creepypasta. Animated.
Okay, I'll take that as a chance to hit the ladies. Married to that man for 22 years. And one of the things I've learned that some of the other wives didn't is that it's better to have them happy than to have them safe.
Easy resub, Chad.
Now, what's the difference between these player models and player models in a game like GTA 5? Well, GTA 5 had a far greater budget, which meant they could hire actors, not voice actors, in motion capture suits and in general afford better technology. I don't mean to be a Rockstar fanboy, but Rockstar always goes all out when it comes to their models' facial expressions.
They definitely do.
Such as LA Noire, where a major task in the game is to read other characters' expressions to tell if they're lying or not. They achieve this with facial scan technology, which is also meant to skip over the uncanny valley because their characters actually look good. On the other hand, animating 3D characters by hand, or at least without a big budget.
That actually is kind of wild. I haven't played Medal of Honor Warfighter. I think most people stopped playing Medal of Honor after the PS2 era because the game just got turbo shit. But now I want to play it. This is kind of wild. You have to try really hard to make character models look this bad with a big budget. What's wrong with it? Bro, it looks like shit. What do you mean?
And trying to make them look hyper-realistic
looks super weird.
Only lead to an ugly design.
They look like
very awkward
greased
movements, specifically
corpses.
in the hair, eyes, and head. I feel I should say this again. This is a phenomenon, not a fact. I'm sure there's a handful of people out there that are scared of Trevor Phillips because he looks like the Uncanny Valley, but the game made $1 billion 3 days after its release date in 2013, so probably not the majority. Off topic, but as a toddler, I was always afraid of the Chuck E. Cheese animatronics, specifically their eye movements. Like, stop blinking. You're not supposed to blink. You're a robot. But now that I'm older, I actually invented a piece of body protection that actually scares the Chuck E. Cheese animatronics and lets them know to not fuck with you. It's the Earl hat. Look at that. It's the
Earl it's a merch
hat.
plug.
We also got the I don't exist sweatshirt. But what's that? You don't like pastel colors?
Good
That's
shit.
completely okay. We also got the black Earl hat. In case you want to pull up
Kendrick
school,
just dropped?
you know,
Did he?
People know that
Nice.
animatronics can't fuck with you. Blue
I'll
hat
have to
also
listen.
exists. We also got trucker hats. And my personal favorite, the beanies. But yeah, that's enough for the self-promo. If you guys want to see all the items of my new brand Earl, make sure to click the link in the description or go to earldoesn'texist.com. Now let's head over to the next Uncanny Valley example. Telenoid. Let's talk about the thing in the thumbnail. Here in the US, we have Alexa. In Japan, they had Telenoid.
There is one question I would like to ask
Oh
you.
wow.
Oh,
he moves so cool.
We've had in 20 years in the phone market too.
It's like a fetus.
Created in 2010 by Hiroshi Ishiguro,
Jesus
Telenoid
Christ.
was a telecommunications avatar, which meant that when connected to your phone,
Like a
it would
weird
mimic
marshmallow
the other person
thing.
on the line's facial movements, and their voice would come out of the robot to, quote, make the call more enjoyable. The eyes follow you around, and the Telenoid is also 31.5 inches tall and has short limbs in order to make it huggable. Yup, so if you get horrible news and you're receiving it through a Telenoid, all you gotta do is pick it up, hug it, and start crying. And then probably crying even harder, you're hugging a fucking Telenoid. The whole idea
I'd never
was
heard of
very
this.
non-ideal because the other person had to use a webcam and a specific software in order for the Telenoid to work. So if you got a Telenoid, you would literally have to tell all your friends, hey, you guys should buy a webcam and also download a specific software. No one's gonna do that. This was supposed to be the next big invention, which would replace video calls.
God, it's so
but
cool.
I guess the researchers forgot that FaceTime exists. If you want to get your hands on one of these bad boys,
What
the
the
price starts
fuck?
at $8,000 for the consumer version and $35,000 for a research version.
It is actually like straight out of The Grudge. Why would he make the bottom of it look like this? Well, what is that design idea? Oh. It's like a pseudo sperm cell almost. Or like one of the boos from Mario. So you don't fuck it. Well, you can still fuck it in the mouth though if you wanted to. Like if you're having phone sex with a Telenoid, you can still put your dick in its mouth. Doesn't stop it. Oh, that would be so horrifying too. Your wife on the other end of the Telenoid just making the noises that the Telenoid mimicking her like that beast from Annihilation.
Limbs in order to make it huggable. Yup, so if you get horrible news version. But I guess the researchers forgot that FaceTime exists. If you want to get your
He's a
hands
tier
on
1
these bad boys,
Boblo.
the price starts at
Resub
$8,000
Hugo,
for the
Fungi,
consumer version
Tidleon,
and
Tuggy, and the
$35,000
Prime
for a
Guardian.
research version.
The Resub Trilogy.
The flashed face distortion effect, otherwise known as the alien faces illusion. In front of you are faces that will begin to change semi-rapidly. I'd like you to stare at the cross in the middle.
Alright.
Keeping your eyes focused on the cross, you should begin to notice that the faces become distorted.
Yeah, I'm
and
looking
begin
at,
to
like,
have non-realistic facial features.
Oblivion
This video
NPCs.
is not edited. Every image is normal. This is the flash face distortion effect, aka FFDE. But why did these?
I don't believe that. Those faces were absolutely fucked. No way. Were those just normal? Oh, wow. Wow, okay. I've never heard of that before. That's kind of cool. Alright, I fuck with that.
Edited. Every image is normal. This is the flash face distortion effect, aka FFDE. But why do these images become alien-like? This is because our brain is trying to fill these gaps through peripheral vision using our memory. Obviously, it has a hard
They look
time
like
doing
Titans.
that, and the
Yeah.
flickering of the images doesn't help it at all either. Our brain does its best to detect faces, which is why we see faces on random objects. This part of the brain is called the amygdala, a section of our brain that is commonly thought to form the core of a neural system for processing fearful and threatening stimuli, including detection of threat and activation of appropriate fear-related behaviors in response to threatening or dangerous surroundings. At the end of the day, the FFDE is a phenomenon based on our peripheral vision facial detection skills, since our brain just likes to assume that all faces are normal at first glance. I'd also like to show show you guys an illusion called the Thatcher illusion. Here's a normal image of me. Look how hot I am. Then we flip it around and oh wow, I'm hideous. Anyone can do this. All it takes is a photo editing software. All you gotta do is flip your eyes and flip your mouth upside down and then flip that image 180 degrees. This illusion is the best supporting evidence as to how our brain just assumes a face that we're looking at is normal. Visual perception theory. This is what the creepiest phenomenons and illusions fall under. Visual perception is the ability to see, organize, and interpret one's environment, aka our brains just assuming things. If you're this deep into the video and for some reason you don't believe that our brains don't assume things for us, let's take a look at this video. This mask is not going to change in direction of rotation.
Was that Charlie Chaplin?
However, our brains do like to assume that it's facing us. Now, there are a lot of examples of the visual perception theory, though that video
I've seen something like that before.
The easiest and best one. The way I like to explain it is just assuming. Our brains just think they know everything. I don't know why. I don't know why she thinks she knows everything. The next theory for visual perception is called the bottom-up theory, and that means understanding a concept's individual components before we understand the whole thing. For example, if you were to individually analyze my mouth and eyes in this image without me rotating it, after some time you'd be like, wait, that's not right. But that's simply too much work for us, so we'd rather much let our brains do the work for us and assume that a face is a normal face. So, to end this video off, this image is creepy because it falls under the uncanny valley. And also, he's pretty fucking ugly.
True. Telenoid's fucking awesome, though.
Hey guys,
I kind of want to
thanks for
Telenoid.
watching the video. If you guys enjoyed the video, make sure to leave a like. And if you're not subscribed, make sure to subscribe. You made it to the end of the video. You like me to some degree. And if you haven't already, make sure to follow me on Instagram. And I'll see you guys
How old is
next
Telenoid?
time I upload.
How long has that been around? Is that a new thing or an old thing? It has to be old, right? (2011) Released in 2010. God, it's so fucking cool. Like, I love the idea of it, but the price I don't like, and also I would stop liking it very quickly and just start to probably be a little disturbed by it. Oh, they even have one with a nutsack on it, I guess.
So
we didn't watch this one yet. The internet's strangest websites. I pretty much know every website that's existed on the internet throughout time, so I don't know if he'll really pull any fast ones on me here.
So I thought we'd revisit a fan favorite video, and that's the internet's strangest websites. In this part 2, we'll be taking a look at obscure, funny, and downright horrible websites. Anything from Skyway Bridge reports, the Heaven's Gate cult site, boobas, to whatever the f this is. Today, we will be talking about the internet's strangest websites. I also want to mention that if this video somehow gets 100,000 likes, then sure, I'll go back onto the dark web and make a part 2 to the dark web version, which a lot of you guys seem to enjoy. Nice. Anyway,
thank you so much,
sit
Taco.
Back, relax, and let's get started with the video.
Thank you so
hey
fucking
guys,
much,
I just
man.
want to say thank you guys so much for
Taco.
800
Oh, yeah, that's what I just said.
subscribers. We literally hit it about like maybe 20 minutes ago. I was live on my Discord.
Damn.
Live streamed the
Tub
live
going
sub
wild.
count. So if you guys want to join the Discord, make sure to go join it. Let's talk about the Patreon for a little bit. So for $5, you guys can get access to a special role where I always talk in that specific chat. You know, I don't really be talking in the general chats. I be talking to you guys all the time in the Patreon chat. Like we're friends, like friends, and it's pretty cool. And for $15, you guys get all my YouTube videos. Or this video, my Patreon people, they already saw it like a couple days ago. Also, thank you guys so much for all the birthday wishes. Seriously, it means a lot to me. March 18th was my birthday, and I turned 20 years old. All I asked for my birthday was y'all stream Cherry Soda. And I guess leave a like on the video because we're trying to hit 100,000 likes, which I think we can get. And if you're on mobile, there's a new like animation. Right now, literally try it out if you're on mobile. Click the like button. It does this cool animation. I wish they did that on PC, but sadly not. So the internet's strangest websites part 2. This list is in no specific order. The websites can be
Tuv's the boy, man. He's such a good guy.
Or downright horrible. All my sources will be linked below, and all the websites will be linked down below in a Google document. Without further ado, let's get started with the video. Pink meth. Revenge is the concept of sharing an ex-partner's nudes publicly without their consent. Pink Meth, which was originally a site
I've never
on
heard
the
of that
surface
one.
web before switching to the dark web, was the main website for this. With the option to submit images anonymously, some posts even included contact information and links to social media profiles of the victims. But what if a girl found out she was on the website and didn't want her images on the website? Well, luckily there was a removal request form, but it wasn't really. It was just so that the people reading could get an even bigger laugh seeing at how the victim is trying to get her images off the website. This is what the form read. Click the link below to submit a story containing 500 to 2,000 words explaining how your personal information and images got leaked, and teach a hooch to cover her cooch so she doesn't have to explain to her co-workers or sorority sisters why her, quote, intimate moment with the love of her life, or drunken one-night stand, is now making strangers around the world reach for the lotion and Kleenex. Pink Meth loves slutty smart chicks, so share your story, along with a few solid tips on how you can let your freak flag fly while keeping your naughty side on the sly, and your profile will be removed. Plus, you get that warm fuzzy feeling that only comes from schooling bitches or a great orgasm. The site was seized in November 2014 as part of Operation Onimus, a multi-agency law enforcement effort that resulted in the shutdown of over 24 dark websites, Pink Meth being one of them. Though I could not find the original creator of Pink Meth and if they were ever charged, but for comparison's sake, 27-year-old Kevin Bolliler, owner of YouGotPosted.com, another revenge site,
that looks like a guy that would run that.
Felony counts of conspiracy, identity theft, and extortion, resulting in 18 years in prison.
I ended up in mental hospital's place because of this, and recently just had another break. Didn't end up in the hospital, but I'm medicated and everything, which has been helping. But it's been so traumatizing, and I just want my life to get back to the way it was.
This is a first.
Hosanna1.com.
What was that guy's name? Kevin. What was it? Kevin something? What was it? Someone tell me what the last name was. Kevin Costner. Kevin Spacey. Kevin Bacon. Kevin Guy. Okay. I'll do a little broader search. How about... Let's see if that comes up. Man who was wrongfully convicted of 3 murders, Kevin Strickland. No, that didn't work. What the fuck? What was the name of that site then? Yeah, I'll just rewind it. I don't know why I'm asking chat. It's a stupid idea.
Definitely one
in the hospital place.
Theft and extort. YouGotPosted.com.
You got
another
posted.
Hosanna1.
Kevin Bollard. Man, that guy was destined to be a loser. That's a weird last name. Bollard. It's like a Dungeons and Dragon AI generated name. Alright, here's an update in 2017. "28-year-old web developer and confirmed douchebag." Oh, this is not an official reporter. I don't think I've ever read an article from the New York Times where they just call the guy a douchebag, which he is. But yeah, it looks like he's still serving his 18-year sentence, even by the other headlines. Nice. Hey, Bollard, I'm sure it was worth it.
Com. This website is definitely one of, if not the strangest website on this list. I mean, I could have an entire video talking about this one. From what it seems, this is, or was, an Afghan hound breeding registry where one would visit to schedule breeding the dogs or simply buying from a litter. But the website looks so fucking goofy. To be fair, it was created in 1999, but even for that time period, the website looked like this. We believe that Afghan hounds are some of the most marvelous of his works. Visit our Hosanna Afghan Hounds homepage to view about a dozen pages with dozens of beautiful photos of our wonderful hounds. The AAA and AAA World Wide Web publishing stands for Afghans, 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 since we have so much experience producing beautiful websites to showcase them. Browse the pages we've done for ourselves and others. See what AAA WW can do for you. Then it proceeds to talk about God? I thought this was for dog breeding. Look, I'm sure we're not gonna get any
Thank you to 10
answers
gift subs,
soon,
Pope.
but
Thank you, man.
I'll just show you the weirdest things I found on this website. Clicking the main dog gif on the website leads you to a YouTube video of a person showing off the Afghan Hound certificate.
This is kind of
Our channel
wholesome.
seems pretty normal and wholesome, but the website is so fucking weird. I dumped Twitter, deleted my account and the app off my phone the day after they dumped my president, the best president in my lifetime. If he wasn't good enough for Twitter, Twitter is sure not good enough.
Why
for
is
me.
this on
I will
the
never touch
Afghan
TikTok with a
breeding
10-foot
site
pole. It is
for
owned by the
dogs here?
Chinese Communist Party. I also dumped Amazon and avoid Google as much as possible. I use DuckDuckGo. I am Linda Farley, God's child, mom of 6, grandma of 21.
Oh,
and a
what?
treasure member
Grandmother of 20. This is. Numbers like that just always make me so upset. It's like you didn't need 21 fucking kids. Nobody needs that many. It's absurd.
of the vast right-wing conspiracy. It seems like the owner is just someone's grandma, which explains why the website layout is so old. I mean, she got a jukebox section and an art card section, and not to mention, they got the Great Site Award. Look at that. That's the official Great Site Award. Is the website wholesome? Is it strange? Is it creepy? I think it's all of those and more. Poopsenders.com.
Hey!
Send shit to someone through mail. Well, now you can. Poop senders refer to themselves as the ultimate gag gift, a literal
no sites
gag
like this
gift.
one.
It's guaranteed to be anonymous, and all you have to know is the person you want to send it to's address. You have the options of cow poop, elephant poop, gorilla poop, or even the combo pack. Now you're probably wondering, how the fuck do they get the poop? In their frequently asked questions section, it says that one of their staff team members goes to a local dairy farm and zoo about twice a week.
Thank you for the crazy generosity
the website's been active since 2007,
man.
so I'm
Thank
sure
you.
business is booming. But is this even legal? Well, yes. Poop is non-hazardous. You just can't use their service to threaten people. But bruh, you know damn well the only people you would send this to is someone that deserves it. Let me know if I should order some and unbox it on my second channel. Yeah, I'm asking you guys if you guys would like to see me unbox
Thank you so much,
poop
Taco.
on my second channel. By the way, I have a second channel where I post anything I want. In case you guys are interested, make sure to go subscribe to that.
Now, I haven't seen part 1 of this. Has he mentioned Rate My Poo before? If anyone's seen part 1? Thanks to give sub Jinx. Thanks to give sub Kako. No. Oh, it looks like so many people remember Rate My Poo. That's so sweet. Rate My Poo is one of those websites that just always immediately takes me back in time when I think about it. In the Gears Award days, people used to like send that around as a joke thing. They'd disguise the link and people would click it and it's just a bunch of shit pics where you rate them. Oh, that one was genuinely a fucking classic. There were some wild poops on there, that's for damn sure. Some unholy loads.
Meatspin.com.
Hey,
Meatspin
classic.
was part of a collection of shock sites from back in the day. Back in the day when you got a random link and you didn't have to worry about getting your IP grabbed. Instead, you just worry about a Rickroll, or even worse, a Rickroll with a different link. But being sent a link that said Meatspin on it, who wouldn't want to click that? And well, how do I say this without being demonetized? This is gonna be
You can't.
one of the weirdest explanations of my life. Okay, are you guys ready? It's
Ready.
a man helicoptering, right? You guys know what the helicopter, that move that only guys can do? So this is guy
Helicopter dick.
helicoptering another guy that he's sitting on. They doing the thing, right? They doing their thing, and he just helicoptering, and his thing is just 360ing. Y'all gotta give me some credit because I am a good explainer, bro, when it comes to like not getting demonetized. I am great at this. Anyway, the video was like 1 second and it would just loop. There was a counter at the bottom noting how many spins you sat through. It says here,
Ooh, I actually didn't remember that.
112 spins. Internet shock sites are a glorious part of internet history, and I even debated
I didn't remember the
doing a
counter.
video based on them, but that's not really a smart idea considering the whole video would be me explaining things how I just did, and that's not really that fun, is it? But join me as we read some of the titles of other shock sites.
High
I'm probably gonna have
score.
to blur some of these guys.
Yeah, I'll try and break the record.
I'm only gonna read a few of them. So we have Shock Button, Nut Abuse, BME Pain Olympics, Lemon Party, one of my personal favorites. I can't even say that. No, actually, no, not one of my personal favorites. Two guys.
Lemon
one
Party is a
horse.
pretty wild
Goatsy.
one.
We have One Man, One Jar. Yeah, I'm gonna stop there. I don't wanna. Turdgasm? What is Turdgasm?
I actually don't know
I want to make
Turdgasm.
it clear that I'm not going to be providing links to the 18+ websites. I literally can't. I think that's against YouTube's terms of service. When you go down to the list of the
Brit
document, there will
influence.
not be the 18+ websites. Only the ones that are appropriate for me to link.
What were the other ones on that list real quick? I think the only one I don't remember is Turdgasm. And Two Guys, One Horse is Is that the same as Mr. Hands? I don't think that's the same as Mr. Hands, is it? Oh, it is? Okay, it is the same one. Then yeah, the only one I don't know here is Turdgasm. I've never heard of that one before.
One horse. Pointer is a 2012 website created by Studio
Horse guy
Monitor
legit
that loads
died.
a picture of
Yeah, he
someone
did.
pointing at your cursor wherever it lands. Yeah, I mean, it's pretty innocent. It's pretty funny. I like it. It's pretty fun, but it gets boring after a minute. The images don't look like they were ripped from Google, but rather a collection of images that were taken by a college student. I wonder if the creator was the cameraman and if he just went around his college campus being
Thanks,
like, "Hey, yo,
Dylan.
can you quickly point for a picture?" While I was reading about this website, it actually said that the creator makes the website load in like a little suspense because he said that he could do it really fast. Like when you drag the cursor, it would actually load in all the pictures instantly. But he said it wasn't good suspension wise. So yeah, let's move on to the next one.
That was a pretty innocent one.
HashimaIsland.co.uk. Hashima Island is an abandoned island of Nagasaki, lying about 9 miles from the center of the city. It is one of the 505 uninhabited islands in Nagasaki Prefecture. The island's most notable features are its abandoned concrete buildings, undisturbed nature, and the surrounding sea wall. While the island is a symbol of the rapid industrialization of Japan, it is also a reminder of Japanese war crimes and the forced labor prior to and during the Second World War. During World War II, the history of the island is darker as Japanese wartime mobilization policies exploited enlisted Korean civilians
Wasn't
and
that a
Chinese
jail?
prisoners
Is it?
as forced laborers. Made to work
Guess
under
so.
harsh conditions, it's estimated that over 1,000 workers died on the island between the 1930s and the end of the war as a result of unsafe working conditions, malnutrition, and exhaustion. The website opens up with this statement: "Welcome to Hashima Island. On 27th June 2013, Google released brand new street
Two
views of a
subs, Speedy
forgotten
Gonzalez, and
world
their
off the
sub
coast
dubs.
of Japan in Nagasaki Prefecture. Take a haunted trip through history and discover the secrets and myths hidden amongst Hashima Island's mysterious, desolate landscape." It seems like a video game with eerie music playing in the background and a black and white filter. You can visit the Google Maps version as well. This website only modifies it to make it scarier and provide important facts about the history. Very sad and haunting at the same time.
That's kind of impressive.
Skywaybridge.com. A sadder one on this list is Skywaybridge.com. This website keeps track of all the committed at the Hillsborough County Sunshine Skyway Bridge since 1954. You can search by name, check out the camera footage, and leave tips and comments on threads about certain events.
I didn't know
The website
about
is
this one.
dedicated to have everything you need to know regarding incidents and accidents that have occurred here. I do not suggest visiting the website if you're in a bad mental state, and that goes for some of the other websites in this video. So if you're in a bad mental state, I really do not suggest visiting these websites. Just want to make that very clear.
Yeah, that one's sad.
Thisman.org. I'm sure we've all seen this man, and if you don't know what the story behind this man is, here it is. In January 2006 in New York, the patient of a well-known psychiatrist draws the face of a man that has been repeatedly appearing in her dreams. In more than one occasion, that man has given her advice on her private life. The woman swears that she has never met the man in her life. The portrait lies forgotten on the psychiatrist's desk for a few days, until one day another patient recognizes that face and says that the man often visited him in his dreams. He also claims he has never seen that man in his waking life. The psychiatrist decides to send the portrait—
God damn it, now he's gonna be in my dreams tonight.
with recurring dreams. Within a few months, 4 patients recognize the man as a frequent presence in their own dreams. All the patients refer to him as this man. From January 2006 until today, at least 2,000 people have claimed they've seen this man.
It's DB
in
Cooper.
many cities all over the world.
Yeah, he's hiding in
Los
people's
Angeles,
dreams now.
Berlin, Sao Paulo, Tehran, Beijing, Rome, Barcelona, Stockholm, Paris, New Delhi, Moscow, etc. At the moment, there is no a certain relation or common trait among the people that have dreamed of seeing this man. Moreover, no living man has ever been recognized as resembling the man of the portrait by the people who have seen this man in their dreams. The aim of this website is to help those who have seen this man in their dreams and to foster communication among them, to understand
That's my
why
buddy
this man
Eric.
is and why he appears
Man,
in
he's
an
such a
apparently
fucking asshole.
patternless array of situations in the dreams of such diverse human subjects. Though this whole thing was a fucking lie and found out to be a hoax. Anyone that's right now watching this video and said, "Hey, I've seen that," no, you're lying. You're a bandwagon person. Stop it. It's not real.
That was a
Upon
call
this
out.
man's initial widespread exposure, there was suspicion from not only 4chan users but also blogs like Ask Me and IO9 that it was a guerrilla marketing stunt, as they discovered thisman.org was hosted by the same company that also hosted a site named guerrillamarketing.it, a fake advertising agency which designed subversive hoaxes and created weird art projects exploring politics, and
Thanks,
advertising.
resub.
All right, so from what I've
Poot?
researched, eventually someone from the company came out and was
Raven?
like, nah, this was a stunt, guys, I'm sorry. So it was a full admission. Like I say in a lot of my videos, don't believe everything that's on the internet. InternetLifeStats.com. In part 1, we spoke about another stats website, and that focused mainly on life and death. But this one focuses on more, I guess, common situations, such as internet users in the world, Google searches, emails sent, websites hacked, internet traffic, CO2 emissions, and a lot more. It also has awesome visualizers to really give you an idea of
I wonder how
fast
accurate
something
it
is
is.
happening. Now, how do they get these stats? I'm 99.9% sure they're just estimates. They're not real. It's not like they're tracking.
Probably just made
whenever
up.
Women have babies, right?
Thanks
They're
to Tier 1,
just
Speedy
estimates.
Gonzalez.
Heavensgate.com.
Oh.
Heavensgate was an American new religious movement, often described as a cult, and
Such
was
a
founded in
wild cult.
1974 and led by Bonnie Nettles and Marshall Applewhite, known as T and Doe. Nettles and
35
Applewhite
gifts of
first met
Speedy.
in
Thank you, man.
1972 and went on a journey of spiritual discovery, identifying themselves as the two witnesses of a revelation, and attracting a following of several hundred people in the mid-1970s. In 1976, the group stopped recruiting and instituted a monastic lifestyle. Scholars have described the theology of Heavensgate as a mixture of Christian millenarianism, New Age, and ufology. The central belief of the group was that the followers could transform themselves into immortal extraterrestrial beings by rejecting their human nature, aka
Maybe they did.
committing, and they would ascend to heaven, referred to as the quote next level. The death of Nettles to cancer in 1985 challenged the group's views on ascension, where they originally believed that they would ascend to heaven while alive aboard a UFO, later coming to believe that the body was merely a container or vehicle
There's a
for the
prime
soul,
Bobo.
and their consciousness would be transferred to
Not
new
yet, Miles.
quote next level bodies upon death. On March 26, 1997, deputies of the San Diego County Sheriff's Department discovered the bodies of 39 active members of the group, including that of Applewhite, in the house in the San Diego suburb of Rancho Santa Fe. They had participated in a mass. Just before the mass, the group's website was updated with the message, "Hail Bop brings closure to Heaven's Gate. Our 22 years of classroom here on planet Earth is finally coming to conclusion. Graduation from the human evolutionary level. We are happily prepared to leave this world and go with T's crew." The website is just so creepy looking at
Fucking
now,
wild.
considering it was a real cult, and these members browsed exactly what we're browsing now to eventually leave this Earth together.
How did they kill themselves again? I don't remember what it was. I do remember the Heaven's Gate one pretty well, though. They tried to do the suicide as a comet was passing over by or something. It wasn't Kool-Aid. Jesus Christ, you guys are mixing it up with Jamestown. Jesus, Jonestown. Jesus, what? Jonestown. Jesus. I'm just gonna look it up. Okay. Chat's divided on whether or not it was Kool-Aid or just some other poison, because I'm super curious now. Let's see. Oh, God damn it, it's making me pay for it. Let's just check Wikipedia. To kill themselves, the members took phenobarbital mixed with applesauce and pudding and washed it down with vodka. So yeah. They poisoned themselves, but it wasn't Kool-Aid. Oh, it's a barbiturate? Oh, well that would make sense considering the end of it is barbital. Yeah, that one's fucking wild. Cults are crazy, man. Cults are fucking crazy. The surviving members sued Lil Uzi for copyright. No shot. What? No way. That's gotta be some kind of meme. Heaven's Gate cult threatens Lil Uzi Vert over eternal atake. How is there still Heaven's Gate members? He is using and adapting our copyright and trademarks without our permission, and the infringement will be taken up with our attorneys. This is not fair use or parody. It is a direct and clear infringement. Holy Holy shit. The judge working on that case, resident sleeper. Yeah. Oh, there's only 2 surviving members. And they've threatened Lil Uzi Vert. What the fuck do they do now? Thanks to the resub, Neb and Sam, and they give sub Dario.
Hey guys, this video is brought to you by Atlas VPN. You guys are going to want to hear about this considering we are talking about visiting strange websites. Atlas VPN is
some members had to stay alive to keep the site running. It was part of their plan.
Server, your device is connected to a new IP.
Wait, that's fucking crazy.
Address. All of that traffic is encrypted and routed to
so they still fully believe in it?
When the traffic arrives at the server, the VPN decrypts information and allows traffic to access the desired destination. Atlas VPN is available on iPhone, Android, Mac, and PC. Currently, Atlas VPN is
wow, I had no idea about that.
For just $1.99 a month with a 30-day money-back guarantee. The deal won't last for long, so make sure to check it out by clicking the link in the description below. Let me show you guys something really cool you can do with it, and that's saving money. So many websites have their pricing adjusted based on the region that your device is in.
Real life Vegeta and Nappa.
And IP addresses.
Guess that's one way of looking at it.
Exactly where you are. Once you switch your location to like India, for example, the price in whatever you're looking for will see a huge drop. We've tried this out on many different websites, including airline companies, subscription services like Spotify, YouTube Premium, and Netflix. Again, guys, Atlas VPN is running a 3-year deal for just $1.99 a month with a 30-day money-back guarantee. So if you are interested, make sure to click the link down below. And now let's get back to the internet's strangest websites. Part 2.
Out of all the things you can... Did you say booba? I was gonna read that. I'll still read it. Out of all the things you can choose to believe in, people choose cults. What the fuck? I mean, it's not that simple, man. People don't go into a cult thinking it's a cult. That's like the last thing they think of. They'll deny that shit to the grave. Like, it is really not that simple, man. There's a lot that goes into it, and they prey on the most vulnerable people and give them some type of family atmosphere to make them feel like they're a part of it. So it becomes part of their personal identity, so when that gets attacked, they're personally attacked since they're so invested. And then that solidifies their position, and it really... Thanks to Tier 1 Moon.
Actually doesn't have like a booba.com. Someone had to re-upload the website, so the website doesn't actually still exist, but we have a copy of it. Booba was a British preschool television series that premiered on ITV in 2000.
Oh, we watched this once on stream.
Junior UK in 2005. As a kid, I fucking loved the show, and now doing research on it, I don't even know how I got access to it, considering it's a UK show and I'm just a random Mexican from California. You can tell it was made to stimulate a baby's brain with all the bright colors, weird noises, and lack of real words. And oh yeah, those alien things, aka boobas. They had a website for children, and oh boy. Looking back at it, this seems like a full-on drug trip. There's not really a goal. You just click stuff and it gets your brain stimulated.
Let's go, boobas! The designs
of the characters are fucking creepy. If you're not a baby, this website should earn a spot on your I'm never visiting this again list. A ColumbineSite.com. Their homepage states what their website contains perfectly. The oldest Columbine research site on the internet. A Columbine site archive is dedicated to those who were injured and those who died in the Columbine High School incident in Littleton, Colorado on April 20th, 1999. This website deals with the grim facts of what happened that day. It's a stark look at the actions of Eric Harris and Dylan Klebold and the consequences they have followed. You'll find a mountain of information here about the victims as well as photos, videos, and news clips from the event. There are transcripts from the gunman's videotapes and basement tapes, and news about Columbine's repair. You'll also find the shooter's diaries and AOL profiles, Reb's Doom 2 WADs and websites, and thousands of official documents such as autopsy reports and crime scene photos. Everything that happened before, during, and after the tragic massacres, so we'll never forget. So if you've come looking for information about the Columbine shooting because you're doing research or just want to know what happened, proceed with caution. Some content is graphic and disturbing. Essay Typer and Hacker Typer. Hacker Typer allows you to live out your wildest dreams of hacking into someone's computer, stealing their social security number and identity, then moving to America, dyeing your hair red, and proclaiming yourself as a YouTuber. And Essay Typer is exactly what it sounds like.
This sounds
you can
cute.
Set any subject onto the search bar, well, almost any, and this website will generate a pre-written essay and allow you to make it seem like you're the one typing even though you're just button mashing. Not really ideal since this is blatant plagiarism, but I remember in middle school I had a substitute teacher, and you know, substitute teachers don't really give a fuck, so he was just walking around the class making sure that everyone was working. He was just glancing at the Chromebooks, so you know me, I would switch over to Essay Typer, button mash. You know, I kind of feel bad for him because he was an old fella, but that's what you get for being old. I can't say that, bro. I'm 20 now. I'm sorry, old people. I'm a part of you guys now. All right,
that's the fucking truth, man.
Let's get over to the next website.
It's all downhill. Well, after 21.
Imagine Hosanna1.com with the intentions of being a horrible website, but also wholesome. It's still extremely active, as we can see. The owner tweets pretty frequently. I mean, I hate using this word, but it's a quirky website. You can play a background song, and that's Hey Yeah by Outkast, the 8-bit version.
Sounds like RuneScape music.
Facts, look at amazing colors, cool fonts, their favorite
Hey,
software,
Distortion, good to see you, man. Congrats on that crazy fucking run. Can't wait to check the VOD.
Loves Donald Trump, and
Thanks
those that say they don't are just lies from the lamestream media. Since Trump is the greatest person who ever lived, and we all should model our behavior after him. It is a sure, you're fired way of getting people to read what you say.
This is on the same site with Outkast Hey Ya?
It's not the real site. It's SITE, actually. I just realized how annoying I sounded saying that. Ew, look how smug I am in this clip. Gross. Anyway, apology video coming out soon. Alright, so yeah, thanks for making it to the end of the video. If you guys like
that was
the video,
cute.
leave a like. If you guys are new to the channel,
I only knew 2 of those
I'm not gonna
websites.
force you to subscribe, but you can subscribe. I think you should subscribe if you made it all the way to the end of the video. But I make music, in case you guys didn't know. I don't know what else to say. I make music, and like always, my sources were linked down below. I always make sure to credit everything I use. The websites are also down below. I'm talking too much. I'll see you guys next time I upload.
Let's check out the new tube video. The only thing I know about Kik is when Tinder was first becoming a thing, there was a ton of Kik bots where you'd match with them, and the first thing I do is like, hey, you want to see me spread me out on Kik? But obviously everyone knows that it's a scam and a bot, so I never knew anyone that actually went to it, and that's all I know about Kik. So, from what I understand, it's supposed to just be like a messenger app, right? So is it like WhatsApp? Do we have any like Kik enthusiasts in here? It's for grooming and catfishing. Seems like a pretty risky business model. Like officially, that's what they target? Man, no one has anything nice to say about Kik. Why does it exist? What the fuck? This is all horrible. This all sounds miserable. Jesus Christ. Alright, well, I guess we'll just check this out then. It's like a full-blown movie here from Tuve. Unfriended on
Hey
Kik.
guys, welcome back to another video. My name is Tuv, and today we will be talking about one of the worst apps I've gotten to know, which is Kik Messenger. It's actually an extremely old app, but we're gonna get to that later in the video. Right now, I do want to explain my absence.
Sorry, Tuv.
Why was I gone for like 2 weeks? As you guys know, I did drop my first ever song, Cherry Soda. And I want to say thank you guys so much for all the support on that. I know hyperpop is like a very small genre and very hard to get into, but I'm so happy that it was overwhelmingly positive, and we actually hit 100,000 streams on Spotify. Like, Spotify's not even my platform, and you guys went there for me. So just thank you guys so much for liking Cherry Soda. Oh yeah, by the way, my vocal preset is available now for sale. If you want to sound just like I did in Cherry Soda, well, now you can.
No, I don't know shit about Kik,
right
man.
into FL Studio. And this is perfect if you're just starting to make music, specifically hyperpop, but any type of music. So yeah, make sure to go check out the video over on Gunner's channel whenever you have time. So yeah, we're finally back on the morbid video grind. New video every week, just like always. And if you guys want to watch watch my videos earlier than everyone else, make sure to subscribe to the Patreon. With that being said, let's actually start talking about Kick Messenger and why I'm making an entire video about it.
You lay it out for me. I don't know shit about it.
I don't know about y'all, but Kick Messenger ran my middle school in 2013 to 2016. If you thought a girl was cute, your first word should have been, "Hey, yo, what's your Kick?" or "Add me on Kick."
Man,
Keep
what
in
the
mind,
fuck?
this was before Snapchat streaks, before Instagram DMs. Vine was peak comedy at this time. Yes, King Batch Vines. Kick Interactive was founded in 2009 by a group of students from the University of Waterloo in Canada who wished to create new technologies for use on mobile smartphones. Kick Messenger was created on October 19th, 2010, and it was and still is a mobile messaging app available on the App Store and Google Play Store. In September 2019, Kick CEO and founder Ted Livingston announced in a blog post that Kick Messenger would be shut down with over 100 employees being laid off. However, this decision was later reversed, and it was that same month Media Lab acquired Kick. Like I was saying, Kick was so goated back in the day, but nowadays, if you talk to anyone about Kick, first of all, they're gonna laugh at you. But also,
when was Kick founded? Was it like just after my time? Because I never heard of Kick until Tinder because of scams. Well, this seems like a dangerous Google search, but I'm feeling adventurous. Okay, cool. Where's the Wikipedia page? Founded in October 2010. Oh, did he say 2010? I didn't even hear that. Sorry. I guess I got too hyper focused on it. It's using blockchain technology in 2017. Innovative. When can we get the Kick NFTs? Yeah, I missed that whole wave, man. But what about Yik Yak? Do we have any old Yik Yak fans? Yik Yak ran my campus for like 2 semesters, or 2 years probably, before it got banned. Yik Yak was like a local chat app. So at my college, everyone would go on there and just post house party addresses, or sometimes girls would just post like pictures of themselves. And no, actually, that wasn't Yik Yak. Yik Yak, they would post like house party addresses and shit, and just like say generally mean things about each other on there because it was like anonymous messaging back and forth. Where did you couldn't share pictures on it, could you? Am I misremembering it? I think it was only text. Yeah, it was just text, right? Okay, thought so. Okay. I remember there was a Snapchat page where girls used to literally just post videos of themselves having sex. It was like a trend for like a semester before they completely banned the Snapchat account. And I guess I conflated the two, but Yik Yak was big back then.
Known to be the main grooming app. Besides Discord, of course. Discord is so mainstream. But the thing with Kick is that it's not mainstream at all. No one uses it. So, all these people and abusers go under the radar because, again, no one gives a fuck about the app. And as the years have gone by, the problem has only gotten worse. I mean, let's look at the app setup, for example. Opening the app, it seems like a literal porn site. You get a bunch of ads for, quote, lives, which the thumbnails are just people in suggestive positions or with very large personalities. It's not that different from other chatting services. Add your friends by usernames and that's really it. Kick has a public group chat search functionality that allows you to enter keywords in order
you just
to find
join
topics
random
to
groups?
talk about with others. If you guys are seeing footage in the background, it's going to be from my iPhone
Holy
and also
shit.
from an Android emulator I have on my computer, and that's called BlueStacks. So now that I give you guys, you know, a little introduction about the app, let's get into the worst part of it. The horrors. The horrors, guys, not the whores. The horrors. So just like the Discord video, we spoke about the dangers on a specific app. It ranged from groomers to doxers. However, like I was saying, this app is not mainstream anymore. Since this app is so under the radar, this is abusers' favorite app. Again, excluding Discord. I feel like Discord is really big on this, and we did talk about that in that video. Think about it. Who's gonna get caught more? Someone that uses Discord or someone that uses fucking Kick? Right? So you know how I was saying that you could put a certain key tag and find people that are also interested in that? Well, Kick actually has its own list of pre-written tags. Very cool, right? So as you can see, we have like Fortnite, for example. We have Naruto.
Let's go to the Naruto one.
Just things kids like. But if you click any of those topics, by the way, this is right when you download the app, they're all overrun by sex and porn group chats. People bypass this by using the host word at the beginning and then simply adding filler to the rest. Joining them will cause a bunch of sex bots to message you and send you scam links. Some keywords such as child or anything inappropriate will result in nothing. Kick blacklisted those words.
This is exactly what I thought
like they're
Kick was.
protecting the kids, right? No, let's keep talking. I needed some help on my research on the Kick app, so I actually went on Reddit and was looking up, you know, a bunch of subreddits about Kick. Well, first of all, most of them are NSFW, which already gives you a bad look on the app, but I was able to find one where you just find regular group chats to talk about similar topics. And I came across this person that has been using Kick for years, right?
Why?
A Kick veteran. And they told me that a popular method abusers use on this app is by looking up sad or depression group chats and will prey on children that are looking for someone to talk to, aka a shoulder to lean on.
What the fuck?
You could apply that to any case, but I just didn't know. I don't know, man. If I didn't know that, I feel like other people don't know that, and I just want to make you guys aware of that. That's a method abusers will use. These abusers will look up depression chat or LGBT chat simply to prey on vulnerable minors. And this is a huge problem on the app. There are articles and articles.
The big problem is anyone downloading the app, it sounds like.
Put into place.
Sounds like just downloading the app should flag the FBI.
About CP and gore trades going on in the app, but of course, I'm not going to go out of my way to research that. Just like the Discord video, I mentioned that it exists. So again, I keep comparing this app to Discord because if you think about it, there's already a lot of shady shit that goes on Discord that isn't talked about, and imagine something that isn't even mainstream. There's also a live functionality, and that is something completely new to me. I had no idea Discord had a live section. Like, what? Back in 2013, it was just a texting app. That was it. The most damage you could do is make your name like your name and then is typing to trick people into thinking that you're typing. Yeah, the live section is extremely sexual and revolves around girls getting money from simps, or guys too. I even joined and asked if you can make a living on the app like one would on Twitch.
How does the donating system work? What is the... So that is, if you would like to donate and tip your streamer guy, you hit that gift box at the bottom, and then you buy credits, and you send whatever gifts you like, preferably the wheels. The wheels, it's hard to know what they are, but they like spin like this, and they're mystery wheels. It says mystery, and then you can hit a bonus.
Oh,
nice. Let's go.
Goofy's like, I'm waiting. Let's
I
see
don't
what
get
you
it.
got to
Can
say.
you dig in and
Tough.
tell me a little
Come on.
more? Whoop, there it goes.
She saw me in the nudie.
Sarah and I saw each other talk.
Give her the dragon.
Changing into our panties and bras. Can people make living off of going live on Kick? Sure, guy, if you're cool enough. If you suck, then no.
Right.
Rosie, hello.
If you suck, then no.
I mean, maybe if you suck, you could. You know what I mean.
The live section is definitely not for kids. I mean,
hey, what are you talking about? That was good. That was high quality stuff.
So now let's head on over to Kick's contradictions. The worst thing about the app is the
I'm signing up.
Demographic.
For everything that looks like great live streams.
You'd expect this to be an 18+ sex app, right? No. The minimum age to use Kick is 13 years old. And this is a document taken from their website, Kick.com. Want to know the name of the document? Kick's Guide for Parents. Yes. It's like, dude, whoever the team is behind Kick right now, you know that kids are on this app. So why would you make it that when you open the app and you just create your account, it looks like a sex app? The screenshots I'm showing you, I had just made that account about 1 minute prior. I'm using a fresh new account. This isn't like some old account that has an algorithm like TikTok that shows things to your liking. No, fresh new account, fresh email. It's so irresponsible and gross. And the fucking group chat topics being overrun by sex chats and the sex bots that DM you. When I had just made my account, I did not join any group chats. I just made it and let it sit there for like 2 hours. I already had 2 sex bots DMing me. Again, there was no algorithm to that.
No,
I just made my account. I'm pretty sure you guys can make an account right now and sex bots will DM you. Go try it out if you don't believe me. And remember, 13 plus, right? How old does my teen need to be to use Kick? Teens between 13 and 18 years old need to have permission from their parent or legal guardian before they create a Kick account and start using Kick. Your teen will be asked to enter their birthday when they create their account. If the birthday entered is for someone younger than 13, the account won't be registered. Y'all act like every kid that is gonna download download Kick is gonna ask their mom if they can download Kick. No one asks their fucking parents, bro. And if they like choose to respond, like Kick, if you choose to respond to how horrible your app is, that's probably gonna be their excuse. They're probably gonna be like, well, actually, we always tell the kids to get their parents to give them permission first. It's like, no.
To be fair, and not to defend Kick, it is absolutely a parent's responsibility to monitor what their kids download and engage on the internet. I am so tired of companies, or not companies, parents blaming companies. The parents have a fucking responsibility to actually be a parent. It's not up to the internet to raise the kids. Now, this obviously shouldn't be accessible to kids in the first place. Like, this is just like a dog shit degenerate app. But I'm speaking on the whole. Fucking parents don't do shit anymore and blame everyone but themselves when, like, oh my god, my kid was... He left YouTube Kids app, and instead of getting Finger Family, he watched, Ludwig talk about why he's not his friend. And now all of a sudden my kid's crying, and I'm fucking pissed at Ludwig, and YouTube ruined everything. You know, it's like, do some parenting. It makes me so frustrated. That is one of, like, my biggest pet peeves. Thanks for the gift sub, Jinx, and the resub Croven. It's been like that for the last, like, 3 years, I'd say. It's gotten really bad. Especially on YouTube, where they keep having to, like, pressure YouTube, like, YouTube fucking hates kids. YouTube ruins kids' lives. When it's like, you just let your kids go on YouTube completely unmonitored. And then they found a Nexpo video on a morbid topic or something. Like, it's your fault. You suck. Like, face it.
Guide for parents alludes to the fact that they know kids are on the app, but I gave them the benefit of the doubt. This document was made in 2017, so I looked for the most recent version of it. Maybe the rules had changed, and I actually did find a more updated version. This is from March of 2021, and guess what? It's deleted. Yeah, like, come on, creators, you have to be more responsible about this. Another contradiction is their App Store and Google Play Store ratings. And I'm not talking about the 5-star ratings. I'm talking about the rating that they give their own app, you know, the age rating, right? On the App Store, they are rated 17+, which, by the way, is still a minor in most states. And on the Google Play Store, they are rated T14, which literally means 13+. I checked the Google Play Store website about the ratings.
It's not like a game.
13+. I honestly just don't like the fact that they don't try to hide that their app is just a sex bot. That's probably how they make all their money now, from simps spending all their life savings on the girls on Kick Live. Look, Kick Team, if you see this video, or if people are outraged by this or some shit, either remove all the sexual content from the app, clean up the hashtags and sex bots, or simply make the app 18+ everywhere.
True, it should just be an 18+ app.
Kick. Like, no, this is a sex app. It is clearly a sex app. And if you don't want to admit that, well, then clean it up with better moderation. How is it that when you make a Kick account and you just leave it sitting, you get sex bots DMing you? Is this not a problem? Like, I've never seen such an unmoderated app in my life that is available to minors. By the way, don't try to sue me, because all the information I'm getting is from using your app and looking at your ratings. That's literally it. I'm not like defaming you or anything. This isn't defamation of character. This is what you've written on your website and how it's contradicting other shit you've made, aka the entire app. Hey guys, I want to give a big thank you to Keeps for sponsoring this video. As you guys know, a lot of morbid creators don't really get monetized due to the topics we talk about. So having a lot of
I didn't know shit about Kick.
Really
this is absolutely just a sex
Keeps
app.
is a subscription
100%.
service that helps men keep their hair. If you're a dude, I know you don't want to go bald, bro. I don't want to go bald either, man. And you guys know I've dyed my hair so much, I don't want to lose my hair, bro. But Keeps has you covered. Did you guys know that 2 out of 3 guys will lose their hair before they're 35? Keeps offers clinically proven, research-backed treatments to stop hair loss and improve hair growth. With Keeps, you can actually get quality, expert care right from the safety of your own home. All Keeps treatment plans are doctor recommended and delivered right to your doorstep. And it's actually half the cost of traditional pharmacy. Not only that, but they have an amazing 24/7 support team. Keeps has a network of expert medical advisors, prescribers, and care specialists to support you in making your hair goals a reality. Hair loss stops with Keeps. To get 50% off your first order, make sure to go to keeps.com/TUV, capital TUV, by the way, or click that link in the description. That's KEEPS.com/TUV.
Well, yeah, apparently Kick predates
Once again, I want to give a
Discord.
big thank you to Keeps. Now, let's continue with the video. I just think it's horrible how if you literally go to the Kick Wikipedia page, there is a controversy section with 3 whole paragraphs talking about minors' use of the Kick app and explicit content. Like many other social media services, Kick has garnered negative attention due to instances of minors exchanging explicit messages and photos with adults, causing law enforcement and the media to frequently express concerns about the app. Automated spam bots have also been used to distribute explicit images and texts over Kick Messenger. A state law enforcement official interviewed by the New York Times in February 2016 identified Kick as the problem app of the moment. Police said they found Kick's response
popular in
frustrating, and one detective said obtaining information from Kick was a bureaucratic nightmare. I just can't believe that it's to the point where they have this stained on their Wikipedia page and they haven't fixed it. It is the year 2022. I feel like at this point you should at least get rid of the starter page with the key tags. It's like that's the first thing you should do. That's so easy for them to do. I don't understand how they don't give a fuck. I personally think they're just making a ton of money off the fucking lives and they don't care using the app live.
I would venture to guess the reason that it stays totally unmoderated is because the second they moderate it, everyone just goes to Discord. Right now, the only thing that keeps it afloat is the pure degeneracy and, I guess, illegal activity that takes place on it. So the second they can no longer conduct business on Kick, they just die. Like, there's nothing else on there, it seems. Except for apparently the guy Tuv talked to who's a lifelong Kick stan or whatever. But he's one of a dying breed. I don't think he's necessarily donating money to the Kick live streamers. Or if it's... I don't even know if it's money. It was like pictures of dragons and wheels and shit. So I'm guessing that's the only reason it stays that way. Thanks to the Prime, Sad, and Tier 1 Earthworm, and Resub Little.
I just want to open up the app and let's go through it together. I haven't opened it up in about a few hours. Maybe it's actually open right now. Let's see. Okay, so it's connecting at the top. Okay, cool. So I'm gonna have to blur almost everything. First of all, it's overrun by ads and it's fucking gross. Like, why? Anyway, that's not a big critique. If we go to the top where it says 11 new chats. Look at this. Do you guys see this?
No, I can't.
13 plus, right?
I can't see it. Just paint a picture. Is it Goatsy?
Chatting with single
Blue
guys.
Waffle?
21. Oh my god. You will see explicit photos. Please be discreet. What is that an IP address? What did you just send me? And you know it's so weird.
Don't click it.
The same profile picture. Like poor woman who's being used. Like what is this, bro? Is there a secret ring going on Kick? Probably.
It's not a secret.
Probably is a secret ring going on Kick.
Bro, they just sent you the IP to it. It's not secret.
Guys, look at the ads. Look at the ads on this 13 plus app. I can't make this shit up. It's like we're in an episode of South Park. Like what the fuck? So the thing is, with this account that I'm using on my phone, I'm actually soft banned, which means I can't really enter lives, and I don't think I could actually enter any new group chats. So if we go to public groups,
why? What happened?
It's gonna load in. Oh, actually, never mind. Yeah, look at that. K-pop. Look at all the K-pop groups that are just sex chats for grown men or grown adults, I should say. I shouldn't just single out men, but dude, I mean, literally, think about it. A kid downloads this app, right? Ooh, Pokemon. Let's go to Pokemon. There are nudes right there. There are nudes right there on the app, right? It's horrible.
How cool is that, right?
A guide for the
you get Pokemon
in their right mind
and tits.
And again, there are tons of stories about kids getting groomed on this specific app. And it seems like no one gives a fuck about it. Again, it's because it's not famous anymore. No one turns their head to this. Like in the Discord video,
I can't believe Kick's still alive.
Leave your stories down below if you feel comfortable. And you guys did. And it seemed like you guys were really helping each other out in the comment section. So if you guys do feel comfortable, leave your stories about using Kick down below. Or any app for that matter. I just want to let you guys know that this is a nice community where you guys can communicate with each other. If you guys want to join the Discord and talk to each other in voice chat or in the general chat, make sure to join it. It's just discord.gg/tuv. I mean, not everything is bad on Kick. Some group chats actually do help people. Like I was saying, there are depression chats where people do help each other, but it's like such a gem to
just
find
go somewhere else.
Group chat with humans.
Why stay on
or at
Kick?
Least decent
just
humans.
go to Discord.
There's no point in downloading the app or depending on the
fucking
app.
Skype. I don't know, man. Why stay there?
Please fix your app. Please fix the ratings. Do something about it. But yeah, that's it for this video. Again, new morbid videos every week. If you guys want to subscribe, make sure to subscribe. If you like the video, then leave a like. I have a second channel where I just uploaded a documentary about my first song ever. And I guess go follow my TikTok too. Literally, it feels so good to be back, guys. It feels so good to be back. And follow me on Instagram. And I'll see you guys next time I upload.
Bye, Tuv. Nice. Well, that was interesting. I can't believe Kick Messenger's still alive. I really can't. That's pretty nuts to me.